Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Rohit's Foodspot. In today's episode, we will be making vegetarian burritos. For this recipe, you will need onions, garlic, capsicum, carrot, olives, tomato puree, rice, black beans, olive oil, salt, pepper, chili powder, cumin, burrito seasoning, salsa, hot sauce, tortilla, and finally some water. Let's start off by preparing our vegetables. Take your garlic, smash it with the back of your knife, remove the skin, then simply dice it. Now let's work on the onion. Simply cut it in half, remove the skin, cut off the tops, and then with one half of the onion, just simply slice it across to make thin strips. With the other half, just cut it vertically across the onion and then complete a fine dice. Now we work on the carrot. Simply just cut off the ends of the carrot and peel it using a paring knife. After this, cut it into manageable pieces, and with those manageable pieces, cut those into strips, and then those strips into further strips, and then make it a small dice. Finally, let's move on to the capsicum. Simply remove the top of the capsicum and remove the heart. Cut the inside of the capsicum into manageable pieces and remove all the white parts from the inside of the pieces. Then take your pieces and simply cut them into strips. Now that all of our vegetables are done, let's start off by moving on to the rice. Simply preheat a pan with some olive oil and add in the carrots. Mix it around for a few minutes, and then after that add the onions. After another minute, add your garlic, mix it around for 30 seconds, and then add your rice. Then, once the rice is completely toasted, and you'll know this when your rice turns translucent, we can move on to the next step. Here we can see that the rice is fully toasted. Now let's add the tomato puree and water. Optionally, you can substitute the water for some vegetable stock. You want to add water until it covers all the rice and mix it well. Then add salt, chili powder, pepper, cumin powder, and mix well. Bring the mixture up to a simmer and cover with a lid. Throughout the cooking process, just lift the lid every once in a while and mix it. This will ensure that the rice does not stick to the bottom of the pan. If the rice ever gets too dry throughout the cooking process, just add some water and mix well. Bring it back to up to a simmer, and towards the end of the cooking, add a little bit of burrito seasoning and mix well. Once you think the rice is done, just taste it with a spoon. Then check if the flavoring is okay, and if it is, just switch off the gas and remove it from the flame. Now let's move on to the vegetables. Simply take a pan and preheat with some olive oil. Once the pan is hot enough, add in your capsicum and mix it well. Once the capsicum is half cooked, add in some onions and mix it in well. Then, after a minute, you want to add in your carrots. Mix it well, then use the same flavoring of salt, pepper, cumin, chili powder, and burrito seasoning and mix that in well. Don't forget to keep mixing your vegetables throughout the cooking process and remove from the heat once done. In a pan, simply preheat with some olive oil and add in some black beans. To the black beans, simply use the same flavorings of salt, pepper, chili powder, cumin, and burrito seasoning and keep mixing the beans until they're warm and cooked. Now, it's time to assemble the burrito. On a tortilla, simply add some rice, then follow that with the vegetables, and then on top of that, add the beans. Then, you want to add the olives, then the salsa, and then the hot sauce. Here, you can add whatever toppings you feel like, let it be jalapenos, sour cream, or even cheese. This part is totally up to you. After adding all the toppings which you want to add, simply roll the burrito using the method seen on screen. Simply preheat a pan and on the hot pan, add your burrito folded side down. Leave it on there until a nice golden brown crust has formed and the bottom of the burrito is sealed. Simply flip it over and repeat for the other side. Once this is done, remove the burrito from the pan and turn off the heat. And there you have it. That's my recipe for how to make a vegetarian burrito. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. It really helps me out.